Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your full moon reading for February. In the past, you were very close to achieving your goal. There was some sort of goal you were working on, and you're very close to achieving it. That was in the past. Ugh. Let's clarify this goal, okay? Okay, you made someone an offer, but the problem is you made it to a person who's kind of headstrong. Okay? We get the Four of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. You made an offer to a stubborn person. Okay? And it's not even necessarily a stubborn person. It could have been somebody who at the time they were stubborn. Either you were stubborn or they were stubborn. If this is you being stubborn, then that's why you're so close to achieving your goal. Because we get the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Wands. You were very stubborn about achieving this goal. That was in the past, okay? Now, it may or may not have worked on the person, but I don't think it worked on them because in the present it says a new start is coming, okay? A new start is coming. Now, we're going to clarify this new start for the full moon. In order for us to have a new start, we need to release people and things that no longer serve us. So this full moon, you need to release the past person, okay? Release the past person so you can move on with your new start. Now, with a new start, we have Ten of Swords, Page of Wands, Eight of Cups. So the reason for this new start is it's almost like someone is rushing in to tell you that it's over. Because we get the Page of Wands, Ten of Swords, and Eight of Cups. It's almost like someone came rushing in to tell you that it was over. And they left. But they didn't leave, to be a mean person. They left to go work on themselves with that Eight of Cups energy. Or if that was your energy, that was what you did. You wanted to work on yourself. Now, after the full moon, the energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. You're going to be focused on somebody new. Could even be yourself. You could even be focused on yourself, which is a good thing. We need periods of time where we can focus on ourselves. And I never knew that. I had to go on YouTube and watch different videos of different people speaking to learn that. I mean, sometimes we are in certain situations where we don't know a lot, because we don't have good teachers around us. I had good teachers in the public school system that taught me to believe in myself when it came to my schoolwork. But, sometimes it's hard to find good spiritual teachers, okay? Now, in the future, after this full moon, we have the Death card, the Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess. Okay, you are ending something permanently. Either you or someone else is ending something permanently, and it's because you're following your intuition. Or you're dealing with somebody who likes to be alone, okay? Because we get the Death card, the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess. There's an ending coming, okay? So the way I see it is maybe you're ending something with someone on the full moon and you're saying your piece, but then after the full moon is done, they're coming in to say their piece with the Queen of Wands and the Death card. and this high priestess energy. So, I think the message from the death card is that you need to stop trying to replace people all the time. Okay? To me, it kind of reminds me of an addict. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to break up with people. We do need to break up with people, but we shouldn't be rushing into relationships, okay? If you've done your research, you know, or you should know, that kissing and hugging someone is like cocaine. It's like being on cocaine. And it's almost like you're trying to find a new source of that dopamine and those chemicals all the time. And you need to stop rushing from relationship to relationship, okay? Because it doesn't do anything. All it is somebody running to get their next fix. And I'll tell you what I learned from another tarot reader. Rich Lopp is another good tarot reader, and he said that when you jump from relationship to relationship, it's just like you going to the bar and getting a drink, you know? It's the same thing. It's an addiction. Now, in order for you to stop rushing into relationships, you need to leave the past behind, okay? Attend to the details and know you are loved. You are loved, Capricorn. It doesn't matter, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not, you are loved, you are valued, you are important. You are cherished. It's kind of like that movie with the little girl. I think it was called The Help. And one of the main characters was saying to the little girl something like, you are smart. And she didn't even use the word are. She said, you is smart, you is special, you is important. I don't have to watch that movie, The Help, okay? Because it will teach you some things, okay? Um, it will teach you that you are loved, you are special, you are important. You need to, and if you don't have access to that movie, go on YouTube and get a clip from it, you know? Because if you know deep down inside that you're loved and you're important within your family, there's no need to keep rushing to new people, okay? Yeah, you were rushing. You were rushing in the past because we get that Nine of Wands energy and the Four of Swords and the Sun. I'm tired of being alone. I just want to be happy. And you were rushing and you ran into a wall. Kind of reminds me of when I was younger. When I was younger and I was a teenager, I used to wear Daisy Dukes sometimes. And there was this boy kind of pedaling himself on a bicycle on the grass, just walking with the bike. And he was staring at my legs and he walked into a trailer. So, I mean, you need to stop rushing, okay? Stop rushing. And you need to attend to the details of how this situation went wrong. Instead of rushing into another relationship to fix things, you need to attend the details. Attend to the details of how things went wrong so they don't go wrong again. It's kind of like, you know, and I'm not trying to say that people are objects or property, but say if I had a car and my car wasn't working right, and I was like, well, I'll just go buy another one, you know, and I bought a car again off of a used car dealership that says as is, no warranty. And then something wrong happens with that car. And I'm like, well, how do you know? It's because I keep going back to the same used car dealership to get cars. And if I had attended to the details and figured that out, I wouldn't have gotten another busted up car, right? It's not about just where you're going to find people. It's about you. Now, the problem with these relationships that you get into is that you want happiness so bad that there are so many ways that people hurt you and you still hold on to them. Because we get the Two of Swords, you have your barriers up. So you may have your barriers up with somebody, but you're still holding on to them with that Four of Pentacles energy because you don't want an ending, okay? And you need to attend to the details about these endings. How do they end? What are the details? The details are that you approach these relationships blocked, not really revealing a lot about yourself. If you're blocked and afraid and you're defensive, why would they trust you? If you don't want to open up to them, why would they open up to you? So, I mean, another issue I could see that these cards may speak of is that whenever you get into a new relationship, you keep talking about the past one because you're holding on to it. This is what they did to me. This is how things ended. I am so hurt. And you keep talking about it. Save those details for like a journal or a diary and look at those details to analyze how things went wrong. But stop going to somebody else to solve your problems. Okay, nobody is going to solve your problems but you. Nobody's going to solve your inner problems but you. Sometimes, and I'm not saying this is you, but this does apply to some people. Some people can be so clingy and hold on to something so tightly that the other person does run away and cheat. And I'm not saying it was your fault if you are the clingy one. I'm just saying that we have to look at the cause and effect, the details of how something happens, and then we have to change. Change comes from within. If you don't want people to be a certain way, don't be a certain way towards them. If you don't want people to be guarded with you, don't be guarded with them. When you're guarded with somebody, regardless of whether you're cheating or not, they feel like you're being dishonest. And if they feel like you're being dishonest, they're going to be dishonest too. They're going to do their own thing, unless you have a saint. Sometimes we marry people that act like saints, or we get with people that act like saints. But you need to attend to the details of how these endings keep happening, okay? And then you need to know that you are loved. You are loved, okay? Because once we examine the void and the emptiness and whatever it is that makes us feel empty, it kind of hurts. It hurts to do self-reflection work. It hurts to see our role in things. It hurts to know that we were abandoning ourselves or that we were pushing people away. It hurts to look inside at situations that were going on. And once it hurts and that void is exposed, it makes us want to go get another drink or want to go get another person. And now you know that that doesn't solve the problem. You need to know that you are loved, okay? I know that I'm loved. I'll tell you that right now. I know that I'm loved because I have family members that relied on me for years, and I know that those family members love me. So you need to know that you are loved. Somebody's coming in with a slow offer after the full moon, and you may not be happy about this slow offer. We get the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is moving very slowly towards you. And the message from the Four of Cups is to be grateful for what you have with this Queen of Pentacles, okay? Doesn't even have to be another woman or another man. It could be a fatherly figure or a motherly figure. Somebody is coming in to tell you that they love you, and maybe it could be somebody that's like, I've always loved you, and you may say something like, well, you say that because you're my mom, or you say that because, but you need to rest. You need to rest in this person's love for a while and be grateful for that love. Okay? That's what I'm seeing, Capricorn. I know that some of you may unsubscribe. I actually only have one subscriber right now, but so I don't know if the one subscriber is a Capricorn or what sign they are, but my whole point with this reading is you need to figure out what's going on. You need to slow down, figure out what's going on, and you need to know you are loved. Because if you're in a position right now where it's kind of hard for you to learn to love yourself, or you don't know how to love yourself yet, you need to rest in the fact that people do love you. You need to realize that. And once you realize that people love you, you need to figure out what it is they love about you. And, just figure out how to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you're going to rush into a relationship with another person who does not love themselves. And let me tell you something else Rich Lopp taught me. He taught me that pain and heartache combined with pain and heartache just creates more pain and heartache. So that's why these relationships don't work. I know that they say opposites attract, but sometimes like attracts like. And if you keep emanating this energy out into the universe, like, I'm sad and I'm lonely and I need help, and you're going to attract people like that. And we all have our own agendas. And, when you attract that type of energy, you can't really be sure what their agenda is. And I don't trust it. I mean, I'm sorry, but would you trust a crack addict? You would not trust a crack addict, right? Because you know that they're always trying to get their next fix. So with a crack addict or somebody who's addicted to the concept of love, if you're not good enough for this crack addict of love, they'll go rushing to a different source for a different supply to get their fix. So I don't trust it. I don't trust this energy, that's being emanated. You need to work on your energy. You need to change your energy. Because until you change your energy, you're going to attract the same type of people. And I'm not saying that they're completely like you. Obviously, they're not. If they're cheating and they're lying, they're not completely like you. Because what I saw was just that you're guarded. I didn't see Seven of Swords. I saw Two of Swords, which was you're guarded. And if you're guarded, you're going to attract guarded people. And it's just going to be a guarded relationship where nobody gets to emotionally know somebody. There is no emotional intimacy. You can't keep doing this. Okay? If this is what you're doing, you can't keep doing this. Because it's going to end the same way all the time. With a really low low and you needing another fix. And, a lot of guys, they'll be like, well, how come nice guys finish last? How come nice guys get put in the friend zone? How come, I'll tell you why. Because women like me are not looking for a guy who is looking for mommy. I don't want to be some guy's mom. I really don't. So if you have a good relationship with your mom or a halfway good relationship with your mom, you need to be grateful for that and focus on that at this time. And if this is not about your mom and it is about, that final card, if that card is not about your mom and this is about somebody else, you need to be grateful for what they are giving you at this time, because that may be all they have to give at this time. Okay. And you should be grateful for it. I try to keep these readings positive, but this reading was all sorts of wrong. All sorts of wrong. And I don't know if this energy is yours or whose energy it is. It could be somebody else's energy. But people in general don't like dealing with other people that are clingy and needy, okay? I had somebody call me like 13 times last night, and I had my phone turned off. And I'm glad I did, because I like to preserve my peace, okay? That is the most important thing to me, is freedom and peace. because freedom comes first, right? First we have freedom, then we have peace, and then we have good health. And the peace contributes to the good health. And those are the three things I wrote down that I am most grateful for. And I look at that list every day, okay? If I have a problem with being single, I look at that list and I think about how I have my freedom, I have my peace, and therefore I have my health. It's cause and effect, it contributes to each other, okay? So, you need to break this addiction of always needing somebody. It's not wrong to need somebody, it's not wrong to want somebody, but it is wrong to keep going to different people to get a dopamine boost. Okay? Stop going to people for a boost. Okay? If that's what you're doing, stop going to people for a boost. And stop dating people that are just looking for a boost. You know, people that get that kiss and that hug from you, and they're like, I got my boost. Now I'm going to go cheat or whatever it is they do. If you are emanating energy of, I need somebody no matter what, you're going to attract somebody like that. You're going to attract somebody who acts like a crackhead. Is that what you really want? Because if it's not what you want, you need to change. You need to change your energy. You need to change your energy to calm, cool, calm, collected, confident. And I probably said calm twice, but that's beside the point. When you project confidence, you attract confidence. When you project independence, you attract independence. But when you project somebody that's looking for their next fix, you're going to find it. You're going to find somebody else that's looking for their next fix. And y'all are going to get high together, kissing and hugging and loving each other. And then when that fix is not meeting the requirements of that high anymore, somebody is going to go cheat or leave to get their next high. It's ridiculous. If this is you, stop doing it. And I know it's easier said than done, but that's why you need to focus on the relationships that you do have. Thank you.